What do you mean you don't know her name? My brother frowned at me. You linked me over 10 minutes ago. What have you been doing with her? Talking about the weather? I growled and shoved him playfully. As I said, I was dealing with other things. I looked over at that prick Scott who was shaking with rage and glaring at us, which made me smile. Glare all you want, boy. She's ours now. What things? My brother followed my line of sight and frowned in confusion at Scott's and Troy's furious expressions. What's his problem? I quickly explained to my brother about Scott and who he was to our mate. Coda growled and looked at Scott and then back at our girl before shrugging. This changes nothing, he said firmly as he took our mate's hand and kissed it. She didn't want you. Go cry about it somewhere else, but if you even try to take her, we'll take it as a challenge, and I promise you, you won't be the one walking away. Boys enough. She still hasn't answered your question. Our mother commented, and we both laughed. I would actually like to know her name too. She is going to be my daughter after all. *T, sorry. Coda laughed and looked back at our girl. We're just so... I can't believe we've finally found you. What's your name? We both looked at her eagerly, and she blushed a little. Madelyn, she said softly. My goddess, I loved the sound of her voice. But you can call me Maddie if you want. Coda smiled and brushed Maddie's blonde hair back behind her ear, making her shiver. How beautiful, he murmured, though as his eyes were currently running up and down her body. I doubt he was talking about her name. And you're Lycan? I asked. Madelyn's face fell a little. Why had my question upset her? Ava, she responded sadly. Father, you have to stop this. Scott's sister complained and grabbed her father's sleeve. You can't let Wolfless be our queen. You said I could be their mate. Excuse me? I glared at Alpha Troy and laughed. Admittedly, his daughter was attractive, but I only had to look at the girl to know I'd rather rip my own ears off than listen to her prattle on every day. I promise you, that is never going to happen, even if we hadn't met our mate this evening. Daddy, it's not fair. Hold your tongue, Sky, Troy yelled at her, and she looked completely confused. He'd never denied her anything. This was not her night. She looked like she was on the verge of tears. Madelyn, you stop this nonsense right now and accept Scott. I would rather die. Madelyn, I don't understand your attitude. Luna Morgan stepped closer to her, but Coda blocked her from getting too close. This isn't like you. Why are you acting this way? Scott has always been so kind to you, so protective. You know he loves you. How could you hurt him like this? Protective? Madelyn snapped. Kind, Luna, he literally slapped me in the face yesterday, right in front of you, and you did nothing. He what? I growled. You know that was an accident, Maddie. The Luna said dismissively. You burned him first. He just reacted. I burned him to stop him from sexually assaulting me. What? Coda shouted, and his eyes turned black. Why are you lying about something so horrid? The Luna said nervously as my brother and I growled at her son. I'm not lying, Luna, our mate went on. I'm sorry. I am so grateful to you for all you've done for me. But you have no idea who your son is. He's a monster, he dash. Enough, she shouted. I don't want to hear any more of your lies. Tears filled Madelyn's eyes, and I felt the urge to hold her. I didn't raise you to be so horrible and ungrateful. The Luna continued. I raised you to respect the goddess. She made you and Scott mates, and you will accept him. I won't. Madelyn shook her head, sending waves of her scent on the wind, and I felt chills of excitement all over my skin. After everything he's done to me, after everything Alpha Troy has done, I'll never accept Scott. I'd rather be rogue than join your family officially. So now Troy's wronged you too? The Luna snapped angrily. How? By giving you a home and food and a pack. He gave you everything. Alpha Troy took everything from me. Madelyn spat back, though I could tell she was frightened. I doubt she'd ever yelled at anyone like this. let alone a Luna. Like what? Like Ava. All Troy has ever done is to try and help Ava come forth. It's not Troy's fault. She's too weak to shift. He never took her from you. You actually believe that's what these cuffs do. Madelyn raised her hand to reveal 2 matching cuffs on her wrists. I'd seen them, but I thought they were a fashion statement. You think he put them on me to help Ava grow stronger? What are they? I stepped closer to the alpha who looked afraid. Tell him. My mother ordered. They're to bind her Lycan to me. He admitted, and I got the overpowering urge to rip his throat out. She can't shift unless I permit it. Troy, tell me you're lying. Luna Morgan put her hand over her heart as she stared at her mate in horror. I had too. Troy defended himself. She's dangerous and powerful. She can't take them off, only I can. We had to control her. Remove them now, I said calmly, but I felt my control slipping. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine my mate would have been subjected to such atrocities. No! Remove them now, or I will have your mate killed, my mother said, shocking me. You wouldn't dare. Troy glared at her. Guards! My mother called out, and several large men rushed over. Okay. Troy panicked and pushed his mate behind him. At least the B***starred cared about someone. Come here. Madelyn looked nervous, but stepped closer to her old alpha as Coda, and I flanked her for protection. Slowly Madelyn raised her wrists, and Troy ripped the cuffs from our mate to reveal large red rings around her wrists, making both my brother and myself growl again. I should kill you where you stand, Coda snarled, and he lifted Madelyn's wrists to examine them. Thank you. Madelyn turned to our mother as more tears fell down her perfect face. I can feel her already. You have no idea what this means to me, Your Majesty. You are welcome, Madelyn. What's all this commotion? Finally, our father had arrived, and he looked over at our mate, but his eyes widened in shock. Lya, I know, my mother said and touched his arm. I thought the same thing. Your Majesty. Coda greeted our father. Even us, his sons, had to use his and our mother's titles in public. This is Madelyn, our mate. Madelyn, our father frowned. But, my goddess, you look so much like. Who is your mother? I don't know, Your Majesty. Our mate answered shyly. She left me in the woods as a baby. The only thing I have from her is my ring. What ring? Our father snapped at her. Show me. Madelyn looked at me nervously, but I smiled and touched her arm. It's all right. I assured her. He won't bite. Madelyn reached into her dress, which caused my eyes to go straight to her chest. I couldn't wait for my hands to be there. All of this talking was annoying. She should already be in my bed. After a second, she pulled up a gold chain with a beautiful golden ring on the end. But what I noticed immediately was that the ring had the same symbol that mine had. The same symbol my brothers and my parents and cousins had. It was the symbol of our house. It was a family heirloom. Oh my goddess, our father gasped. This belonged to my sister Iarna. What? Coda gasped and looked down at our mate again. It's not possible. We can't be related. We wouldn't be mates. What sister? I asked. You only have a brother. Io wasn't blood, my father said with wide, shocked eyes. She was adopted. Oh, okay, good. Coda relaxed. You had me worried for a second. I mean, either way. I wasn't rejecting her, but it's nice to know we're not blood related. I'd hate for our kids to be born with 3 eyes or something. Why have we never heard of this aunt? I asked as I rolled my eyes at my idiot brother. Now is not the time or the place. My father looked around at the crowd that had gathered to see our mate, their new queen. It's Alpha Troy, isn't it? Why are you here? She is from his miserable pack. Coda answered. And the boy, I used the word with disgust, seems to think our mate is he, but she has rejected him. She already had a mate? My father commented. She rejected him, Coda repeated. He has no claim. Please, Never mind that. Madelyn interrupted and stepped towards my father. Did you really know my mother? What happened to her? Do you know where she is? Oh, for God's sake. Troy snapped. The bitch is dead. What? Madelyn and Morgan both gasped. She never abandoned you. Troy smirked at Madelyn. She died from a silver knife wound after I came across the two of you. Why did you lie? Morgan asked angrily. Where is her body? I looked at Madelyn, who was crying again, and looking at Troy with pure hatred. She asked me to take the girl, Troy went on. So I did, and then she put the necklace with the ring on her and named her Madelyn. She begged me to take her somewhere, but then we heard the sound of several rogues, and she never finished telling me where to leave the girl. She just told me to run and not let them have her. My whole life you've let me believe she abandoned me. Madelyn's eyes were darkening with rage as she stared her Troy. Why would you do that, and why tell me now? Troy laughed. If she really is the king's sister, then it would have come out eventually. He shrugged. At least this way I can see the look on your face. Seems a fitting punishment for rejecting my son. You miserable bastard. Coda growled and stepped forward, but our father blocked him. Enough! Our father warned him. You cannot attack an alpha, even if he is a piece of shit. You're not king yet, Cody. But I will be, he said in warning to Troy. And when I am coming for you. It doesn't matter, Troy declared. All the elders are here for the peace treaty meetings this week. I will speak with them about this situation. She belongs to us. The goddess wanted it that way, and the elders will agree. She will be forced to accept Scott, and if you even try to attack us, I'll kill her. What? Madelyn panicked and gripped my sleeve. They can't do that, can they? No, dear, they can't. My mother stepped forward. The elders wouldn't side with a werewolf anyway, even if they could. Besides, Coda smirked, she will be marked by tomorrow morning anyway, so your son won't be able to get her. She doesn't even want you. Sky shouted, and Coda frowned at her before looking back at Madelyn. She was going to reject this one. She pointed at me, and I got the urge to snap her finger off. Before you showed up, she doesn't want to be queen. Maddie, is this true? Coda asked as my heart raced in fear. Please say no, please. I don't know. She shook her head and stepped back. This is all too much. I thought Scott was my mate. I never imagined I'd get another one, let alone two, and that they'd be the future kings, and now, finding out about my mother, I can't think straight. I need some air. Okay, I said quickly. The three of us can go for a walk. I think it would be best if I took her. Our mother interjected and touched my shoulder. Madelyn has had quite the day by the sounds of it. Some girl time would help. We are not leaving her alone and unmarked, I declared. Especially after this bastard has said that he wants her. Do you think I am incapable of protecting my new daughter? My mother's eyes darkened slightly. If I wasn't an alpha, I think I would have cowered. My mother was an exceptionally skilled fighter. She'd met my dad in battle during the war, and she saved his neck a few times, a fact she loves to point out. No, Coda said quickly. Come on, Jax, let's let Maddie have some time to breathe, but... He turned to her and took her hands in his. Please don't take too long. We have a lot to talk about. Madelyn nodded, and Coda kissed her hands before looking at me. Come on, let's go. I was so conflicted. How could I leave her now? I'd only just found her. Jax, go home. Our father ordered. Fine. I surrendered and took Madelyn's hand as Coda hadn't kissed them. When you're thinking things over, please keep in mind that we want you. I kissed her hands a second time before releasing her. Come with me, dear. My mother linked her arm with our mate's and pulled her away towards the balcony. Guards, my father said, and 3 men came closer to him. Stay with the queen. Do not leave her side. Yes, your majesty. And as for you, Troy, my father rounded on him. I think it's best you call it a night, don't you? This isn't over. Troy glared at us as a few more guards flanked him. She is ours, and I will have her back. We watched as Troy and his ridiculous family walked off before turning back to our father. But before we could ask him anything about our mate's mother, he raised his hand to silence us. We will talk tomorrow in private, he told us. I have to do some damage control from this little scene, and I need to find all of the elders and make sure they don't side with Troy. I don't care whose side they're on, she is ours, Coda said firmly, and I nodded in agreement. Don't be stupid, boy, our father snapped. If they choose to side with the werewolves, this could mean war. Don't take this shit lightly. Technically, she was Scott's first. So what? She rejected him. I pointed out. And we're going to mark her tonight, so. Enough, go get some rest. Our father raised his hand. Marked or not, there are ways of removing it, just go.